All right, family. Black power, black power. Today is the day. It's going down, family. The coldest, mind-blowing occult breakdown of the Bible ever presented by yours truly, General Seti. That's right. Today is going to be from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Most definitely do not miss it. Be front row and center so you can get these gems and these jewels. I most definitely will be going down in the treasure chest, pulling out some of the coldest gems and jewels ever to be discussed on the planet by a scholar anywhere. Okay, yeah, it's profound. I've been up early. I was up all the last couple of nights. You know what I'm saying? Because the mind, I have so many, chambers that I could go into. So I just went and I kept thinking, and I'm thinking of more chambers. You see what I'm saying? To give to the family and most definitely and show you, the occult understanding that the pastor and the preacher will never understand. They're gonna give you some surface shit. You see what I'm saying? And you're gonna be scratching your head like, what did nigga just say? You ain't gonna have no understanding of it. But when you get somebody that's masterful in black divinity, because if you don't have no mastery in black divinity, then ain't no way for you to interpret it. You see, if you don't understand the rules and dynamics of certain individuals in there, because those are only place names. That is for a deeper revelation. And just like you got in the Bible where it says Jesus, they say he spoke in parables. You see, he spoke in code. And so if you don't have the understanding of that and you read from a surface level, then you'll never get to understand. You will never get to understand it. And like I say, why do I use the Bible? I see it's a lot of so-called scholars out there. See that, they have to, their scholarship is in a box. What do I mean? I see, some people talking about all type of, how to research and this, that, and the third. And really what they saying, they don't want you to step outside of what they know. You see what I'm saying? Because when you do that, you take them out there in deep and they cannot swim. See, a masterful teacher understands all realms of understanding. You see what I'm saying? He's able to go in it and peel back the parable. You see what I'm saying? And bring forth, you understand, the truth in that parable and reveal it to the people so they can have a proper understanding. You understand? So it's a lot of fake ass scholars because they don't have a wide range of understanding. They're very narrow, you see, in what they teach. And so they can't come outside of the couple scholars that they know. They can't come outside of that, and so the revelations that we bring today, because a lot of our people is trapped in the Bible. You see, they trapped. Yeah, and trap meaning, and once you have proper understanding, you can use it. It becomes a tool for you. See, it's a tool for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I could peel back all the lies, and because the truth is also there too. You see, the truth is in the lie. You see, and so that's a masterful teacher to be able to do that. Where they think they tricking you by putting this in here. A masterful teacher take the lie and show you the truth, flip it. You see what I'm saying? Because it's always a balance in the universe that what you intend. If the liar, the creators of the Bible, thinking that they're gonna fool the family, and then a masterful one come and take that very lie and flip it. And on the other side of that is the truth. That's the laws of opposites. You see what I'm saying? That's the laws of opposite. So no, don't throw it away. No, sir, don't never do that. You see, because in there is the original, the original fingerprints. You see, especially when you go back to them earlier versions. See, you got to have the earliest one you could get. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I do, I use the King James most of the time, and I can go early, but after King James, I can't fuck with it. You understand? Because even at the point of King James, it's already been, deducted from. But see, they say some things. They hadn't yet, in 1611, them scholars wasn't there. They wasn't, they were, they didn't have to contend with African scholarship. They didn't have to contend. So they said a lot of things that, the Cro-Magnons and the Ashkenaz and all of that, which that King James did not say. And so, we know he didn't write it particularly, but it is ascribed to him. You see what I'm saying? Because he was the ruler at that time, so it's ascribed to him. You see, so now they've come up and, they continue to make the edits and, you know what I'm saying, to try to even get many things that was said in the 1611 up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's too revealing. It's too revealing. And if you took them and compared them, and I need to get me a comparative, between and see what they say. And the crazy, how, one get this and the other one get that. And they supposedly looking at, they say, translated out of the original text. Then the goddamn original text can't be, saying the same thing. Because there's no way for to be so far understanding of what one word could be. You see what I'm saying? So they are, and when they cannot, deal with a word, and there's no way for them to flip it, they just get rid of it. You understand what I'm saying? They just totally take it out of there. You understand what I'm saying? Leave it out. It's too much to deal with. You see what I'm saying? One of the, it's just like in Daniel's, and where it says that say he seen God in the sky, and he was feet like burnt brass, and that when he said, and his hair was like lamb's wool. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no, matter of fact, in the Daniel it said pure wool. It didn't even say, it said pure wool. You understand? Meaning it was not mixed. And but when it came to Revelation, they flipped it. It says that his hair was white like wool. So they took it off of the texture, and then they put it on the color. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They try to clean it up. You see, and and make rough inferences that wasn't in the original text. You see, and they've been doing that for so long, even coming up out of the African holy books. You know what I'm saying? And which made today's holy books. Some of the raw truth in it is old truth. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nobody just figured that out with no damn Hebrews. These is old truths. And that go back from when they say that Moses was learned and all. We know that there was no Moses, but they letting you know where they got the information from. You see what I'm saying? That's what they saying. These is fairy tales. But see, you don't understand. In the fairy tale is the truth. You see, Aesop fables. Yeah, but it's true. If you listen to what the story about, even though it's animals and this, that, and the third, in it is the truth. And that's what you got to peel back and don't get caught up on the Moses and don't know what they letting you know is that they got the information, they got their understanding, they got their education in Egypt. And if they had not, they would not have one. You see what I'm saying? The writing, the language, all of that, the understanding of what God is. And in it, even though the individuals are not real, they letting you know nations in there that are ascribed to African people. that they do not ascribe to African people today. They do everything that they can, you see what I'm saying, to now rewrite the nationalistic racial lines of Africa. You see what I'm saying? And when, say for instance, see in the Bible, see this, I'm gonna tell you something critical. In the Bible, and see here I go. But I got to give you a warm up. This is nothing. This is just a taster. You see what I'm saying? This is an hors d'oeuvre for you. You see, in the Bible, Egypt and Ethiopia are brothers. You see, that's critical. And Ham, understanding the biblical, their father. You understand, in the Bible, we know that. I do all type of teachings to break it down that Ham is not the father of Egypt. But let's stay in the context of what they're trying to say. Because when you understand the biblical understanding of who Ham is black. You see, in Egypt is called the land of Ham. And this is where you get Kim, Ham, and it's black. So by saying that Egypt is the land of Ham, you are now recognizing that Egypt is a black land. And when you recognize that Ethiopia, you understand, which is the Nubians, are brothers, then we understand that it's the only way for you to be a brother to a man of burnt skin is as if you burnt skin. That's so we understand that. They shouldn't have said that. You see, and so now today, if you go into academia, they'll say that the Nubians and the Egyptians are two different people, two totally different races. So when you look there and you see the distance between what they first said and where they at today and what they continue. In all the nations, now they want to bring Sudan, Ethiopia, all those are Afro-Asiatics. You see, let me plug this in. They're Afro-Asiatics. You understand? They try to take them away from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Say they got closer, but they got closer a lineage to the Arab. You know, when you talk about the Afro-Asiatic language, they say that there is no connection with sub-Saharan African language. That's what they saying. You see, and a lot of them niggas, because they probably is. You understand? They daddy very well might be the Arab. You got some of them foolish niggas up in there that try. You know, and we crack their head. We cracks their head. I stay on their ass. I stay on them. You understand what I'm saying? They probably over there just cussing my ass out because I stay cracking their head, and I'm going to stay. And that's how it's going to be. And I'm going to turn up the heat on all these niggas out here, nigga scholars. I'm going to turn the heat up on all their ass, the Arab, the Caucasoid, whichever one out there. And you understand, I'm turning the heat up on them. You understand what I'm saying? And will not be defeated. And will be not defeated. And I promise you that. Okay? And I promise you that I'm sharpening swords, and it will not be long where I will go on a campaign like the great Tutmosis III. When he went on his campaign to bring all the adversaries to their knees. He was the greatest conqueror of Africa. Conquered more, never was defeated. Tutmosis III. Never. He had over something, I forget how many battles he had, never lost. Didn't even look like he was gonna lose. You see, and drove the boundaries of Egypt and the Nile Valley to the furthest extent, even went all up past the Caucasus Mountains. Went into Greece, took over. They don't even want to say how far he went. You understand what I'm saying? Because it would show you the influence of Africa on the naysayers. You see what I'm saying? And so I want y'all in the house today so we can get a clear understanding, you know, of what the book is and how it can be used to wake peoples up, especially when you got so many, you know, of our people that could be woke up. Now, there's some that cannot be woke up. You understand what I'm saying? But that's okay, because it's about the frequency. You understand? You ain't got to worry about the ones that not gonna wake up. You ain't even got to, but the frequency, and so that some will wake up. And when you got that many of our people that ascribe to those Abrahamic religion, I find it almost uh, incomprehensible that a true scholar of today in African studies has not mastered the Bible. You see what I'm saying? As a tool to bring a lot of those Africans that ascribe to the Bible on into the culture. It is a step into the culture. That's all it is. You master it and use it as a portal for those who really is right there on the fringe of thinking like it's something else, and then they come and see your work and see your teaching, and they say that's what I was looking for, and they come right on over. You see, that's how you do it. But to throw it away means that you don't have no repertoire in your teachings that can convert some of those Africans that's ready to be converted. They just right there, they mind is saying it's something else, and you don't have the something else. You understand what I'm saying? So I master all forms of understanding where there's, our people there. You understand? And I build the bridge for them to come over into the African study. You understand? Had that bridge for them to cross over. Many of you niggas don't, and I see it because your audience is real small. You see what I'm saying? Your audience is small. You got them twos and fews, and you niggas is acting like, somehow y'all is great and whatever. No, nigga, you great in your own mind. You see what I'm saying? When you great, when you can bring, peoples from all spectrums of thought into their black divinity, into their Africanness, and bring them to the Nile, and then they understand who they truly are. Then you have the mastery. So I want you to come on in. I want you to sit down, bring you a notebook. We got tons of verses, maps, African history that we backing up, and blacking up. We ain't blacking nothing up. We bringing the black interpretation of what it is, and I guarantee you, when you come up out, I guarantee you, it is no way you will be on the same level that you was when you came in. No way. It's impossible. You see what I'm saying? It's impossible. You will be able to leave out and go straight to the battlefield. You understand what I'm saying? And throw a dagger in whichever one you can find, and they slip it. And you got that chamber, and you done mastered that chamber. You got a victim. He's gonna be a victim on the academic battlefield. And that's what I'm training. I'm training scholarship. You understand what I'm saying? To be able to be successful in bringing our people home. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being. The link is right in the video description. Is at the top. Is in the chat too. You can click that link. We'll get started around 2 o'clock, 2:30. You understand? Because I got to let family get in. And we're going to go to about 5:30. And even if you have to leave out and come back, you will still have access to the whole lecture. You see what I'm saying? You'll still have access. You click the link. I'm going to make sure you get the link. You click the link and you'll have access to the whole lecture. All right, family. This is the General Sarah Soon said. He say, have your behind in class. Don't you dare me. I'm going to send the African truancy officers out there to get you in class, family. Front row and center. See you there. Black Pop.